How are we doing, everyone? Thanks for joining me again for another video. I'm still back at Lovells. I've not gone anywhere. This is a follow-on from the multi-rig video, hence why I'm in the same clothing, same swim, rods are there, it's all there, nothing's changed. This is the second video of the day I'm making. This one again is a viewer request, but the viewer has asked to remain anonymous, which is absolutely fine. They've got hold of me through my Facebook page on Messenger and said, would you mind trying this? So today, or this afternoon I should say, we are going to try fishing a supple hinge rig in a solid bag. So it's a chod section, a supple piece of lock braid as the boom, but fished in a solid bag. Does it work? Will it catch a fish? I don't know. Shout out to the motorbike man in the background. I don't know. We're going to find out. So what I'm going to do, I'll spin you around, show you what we do, where we are, what we're doing, rod setup, etc., hook bait choice and all that, and we'll get to it and let's see how this one goes. Like I say, we're following straight on from the multi-rig. Everything's still there. I'll just show you bait-wise in there. This is the old crumbed up manila boilies and the Al Aqua pellets. Not putting any in this session. I don't need to. The end of the last vlog, or the last like 45 minutes or so, both margin spots had a scoop of bait. Nothing came of it, so don't need to bait up. Bait wise we will be using though, I'll just show you. I've got my older bag ready, the ESP ones. I found those to be the best. I'm very limited knowledge on solid bags, but when I did a review before, I found the ESP ones were the most workable, melted the best, and a lot of other people agree on that. Bit of ESP tape, scissors, and this pellet here, just a mixture. I think that was some of that mainline spod and PVA jobbies, and then there's some goo. Actually, there's some plum goo in there from a firm called Pure Cuts. Remember that name, people. That's going to be mentioned because there is going to be a giveaway in an upcoming video I'm going to make. So yeah, remember that name. But that is the pellets. Rod setup, both rods haven't changed, but in case you haven't seen it before, there's 18-pound KORDA contour fluorocarbon mainline. And then we've got the old length for dark matter tungsten tubing, the KORDA run sleeve, 3-ounce flat swivel pair lead, size 8 quick change swivel. There's the old multis from the last vlog. On this vlog though, we are using, this is what the viewers asked for, a hinge setup or a CHODS section, but with a supple braid. So it's not really a hinge, it's a supple chod, isn't it, I guess. So they've asked for that in a solid bag. So I've set 2 of those up. One with a slightly longer link, just in case it makes a difference. I don't know, never tried this. And on there we've got both identical baits, which is an 11mm. They are a proper jobs, pop up in chocolate orange flavour. So I'm going to get those bagged up and we're just going to fish back in the margins again. So I'm not filming me tying a bag up because if you've ever seen it, it's horrific. So the next thing you see will be 2 rods bagged up, ready to go out. Here we go then, 2 bags ready tied up. You'll see they're in there. You know what? I reckon I'm getting better at those. I'm sure there's people saying, I don't think you are East Coast. But I'll take that, I'm quite happy with that. Can you see the pink pop up in there? It's in there somewhere, it's down here buried. But yeah, no, happy days. Right, let's get them in. We'll just get them both in one after the other. Simple, innit? You can't really mess this one up, can I? Bag's already melted. See all the air bubbles come up. Oh. Well, I was going to get them both in together, but as you may have seen on that last clip, picked the other rod up and knocked the camera over. So there's me. I can't mess this one up. Oh yes I can. Right, well the right hand one's in. Let's get the left one in. So both rods are out there now after knocking the camera stand over. it happens, you know. Nobody's perfect, and I'm definitely far from it. But am I confident in the setup that's out there? I am, if I'm honest. I don't know what you lot think, but there's no reason why that shouldn't go. A solid bag, great catcher of carp. A chod section, great catcher of carp. A small little boom, supple enough to let it move and fly up in the mouth, and a pink pop-up, which is a winner. There's no reason why this shouldn't work. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't. I will give it the full 3 hours as always if I need to, but if I don't, if I can scale it down to 2 hours because I've caught a fish or a couple of fish, then I will do, because I'd like to try and get one more video today, because before we know it, the clocks will be changing, the nights will be pulling in, and my videos will decrease quite quickly, so the amount of content I'm putting out now isn't sustainable. So you're getting one every day now for as long as I can, but it's going to start slowing right down. So making hay while the sun shines. But while I'm sitting here, hopeful of a bite any second, I will just say to you lot, as always, thank you very much for supporting the channel in whatever way that you do. It really is appreciated by me. I say it in every video because I do genuinely mean it. And especially to you lot that regularly give it a thumbs up and comment and have subscribed to the channel, that really is helping it out. It's growing bigger every single video I put out. So yeah, thank you very much. And if you're new to the channel, have a look through it. There is loads of other videos of different bits and pieces on there. And if you want to stick around and become part of like the team, let's call it, because we're all a team, it's not just me, it's one big community, just hit the old subscribe button. It really is appreciated. It does help the channel grow, and then other people discover me like you have today. Or if you've not yet subscribed and you've been around for a while, please consider it. It is free, there's no contract, doesn't cost you now, you can unsubscribe anytime. Like I say, it just helps other people discover me, and then yeah, the community gets bigger and bigger. But from me, again, whatever it is that you do, thanks very much. Right, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to put you down there to watch the rods, because I think we're going to get a bite. There you go then. You are watching, and I am hoping something happens, because I'm really, really confident we should get a fish on this vlog. Well, you have been watching the rods, but nothing's happened. We're not that far into it. We're only about 15 minutes in. This is just a quick jump in. I've just spoke to Frank, the bailiff around here. He's just come to get me ticket money. And he said, oh, could you just mention on your video about cradles? There's a couple of people have turned up today and they've got beanie mats. They're not allowed here. It's got to be either a high-sided cradle like I've got, or an off-the-floor one. So if any of you watching are going to come here and you've never been here before, it's got to be a 42-inch landing net, and it's got to be a cradle either with high sides or off the floor. Beanie mats and normal mats, they're not allowed. So yeah, just thought I'd throw that in because he asked me to. So yeah, I've done that for you, Frank. No dramas. Right, let's put you back on the rod, see what happens. Well, you'll have to apologise. I was trying to get you on there. Yep. Gone already. Let's see what we've been fishing. 15 minutes, 20 minutes maximum. Angry little common in there, so I'll just get him out on the mat. I can see the pink pop-up hanging out of his mouth, and yeah, we'll have a little look. So I can see he's got a saw in his mouth. That's not from us, but that's nailed. Look at that. That's absolutely nailed. Right, I'll get him on hook treat and we'll get him back. That's him all treated, hook hold, absolutely nailed in the bottom lip that was. Let's get you back out. You're going to take no going back at all. No, he's already gone. So, yeah, pretty confident that works. Didn't see any reason why it wouldn't. I'm going to get it bagged up. We'll get it back out there, give it another scoop of bait over the top, and we'll carry on. I'm just sitting here. I can see the reeds knocking over there. I've come to check the rig over. I will just show you it. Let me rest it on there. First, I'm going to start with a pop-up. 20 minutes that's been out there, look. It's been crayed like crazy. Hook point, let me see if I can show you that. Let me spin it this way, see if it shows better that way. There you go. That is bird right over. And the rig putty is missing. I haven't got another hinge tied up, or chod section tied up. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it another hour on this vlog, because we've caught something. We've proved the point, it does work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the left hand rod as it is. I'm going to put another scoop of bait over in that right hand spot, but not put a rig on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rig up. I've got a normal bottom bait setup rig already tied. I'm going to chuck it to that far bank with a yellow tipper on it. Whether it's a pop-up, a corn, I don't know. Some yellow on it, because I can't seem to catch on yellow. So I'm going to steal an hour of this vlog fishing yellow to the far side. and we'll leave one rod set up in the solid bag in this edge and see what happens. So I'll bring you back when we're casting back in. You'll see the rod's not back out. I've not got a rig in my hand. Cheers all, I've actually got a coffee. I haven't had one since I've been here. I've just done a 3-hour vlog before this one. Forgot I even had milk with me. So yeah, I think that multi-rig spun my head up a bit. But I am going to get a bottom bait rig set up, and we are going to put that rod over that far margin. We'll give it another hour, see if we can't get another bite on this near margin on the left-hand rod. And if anything comes over there, then it's a bonus fish, isn't it? But I'll bring you back when I finish my coffee, and we're going to cast in. I'm hoping I can zoom you in. When I got here earlier, there was some fizzing in the middle. It's quite deep. I have chucked the lead there and it feels really silty. But do you know what? We're going to actually put this rod out in the middle, not to the far bank. We're going to chuck this setup in the middle of the lake, just to see if you can pick one up in deep water here. So let's take you through what we've got. It's a normal bottom bait blowback setter rig. You've seen me use loads of times. Got the old tungsten tubing on. I've already slid a PVA bag of pellets on it. And all I've got on the end is a 16mm Manila Active Tough one and a 13mm Proper Jobs pop-up in banana flavour, but most importantly yellow, because I don't catch on yellow, do I? So I'm just going to pull that bag down, hook it on like that. Let's get it in the middle, in the deep silt, see if it does anything. It can't do any worse than the yellow's done for me here so far, can it? That is deep. Let that line sink a minute. What I'll actually do then, I'll just get the bait. It's an awkward swim, this one. Let's leave you watching those this time and see if we can actually get a bite on camera, because that's 2 bites in 2 vlogs and not one on bloody camera yet. So third time lucky, eh? Well, I've brought you back up here. Sadly, nothing has happened, and I have given it the hour, but I'm just going to wind them in and we're just going to check the pop-up, see what's happened, because I expect that left-hand rod to have been hammered. Because the right hand rod was only in there 15 minutes, the left hand one's been in there, I don't know now, good hour and a half, maybe an hour 45, something like that. However long it was in there while I was messing around tying the rig up, it's been in there an hour since I've cast that right hand one back in. So let's see what they look like. Let's start with the pink, shall we? Well, being honest, that's not been touched, that one. That does surprise me. Hook still razor sharp, absolutely nothing wrong with that, it's just not happened on that one. Let's check the yellow one. Now, bearing in mind this has been out there an hour, okay, I don't know how quickly the old active paste is meant to come off, but it has come off. Look at the boilie. The boilie's been a bit hammered and plucked at. The pop-up, however, it hasn't. Strange that, but yeah, don't know. I think I might keep that on for the next vlog. That's it then. It's that time of the vlog, outro time. We've had a fish. To be honest, I'm quite confident in that rig, even in a solid bag. I don't think you could fish that as a PVA bag, because I think the force of the cast you'd straighten the curve in the chod out. So I think it's either got to be fished as a single, which you do risk a tangle then, don't you? Or in a solid bag. That fish was properly nailed. Hopefully you see the hook point, it bent it right over. It was properly in. So yeah, very successful rig, so thank you for that suggestion. Like I say, the viewer wants to stay anonymous. You know who you are. From me, thank you very much, and hopefully you've shown at least one other person watching this a new possible way of putting a rig in a solid bag. But from me, that's it for this one. I am going to stay on. I've got about an hour and a half before the gates shut, so we are going to do one more tonight. Hopefully you'll join me for that. It'll most likely be out tomorrow. But from me, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget the old thumbs up, subscribe and all that business. And if you're out and about on the bank, hopefully you're lucky and you catch a whacker. Until next time, take it easy, folks.